Hello trainers, Ganeto here, and today we're diving together into Open Great League with a line that I think you're gonna enjoy a lot because a lot of booms are coming up. So we're gonna lead with Galar and Stunfisk, have at the back the safest switch of them all, the Shadow Drapion, and as our closer we're gonna keep the Froslass. You know me and my closers, I really like my closers to be extremely good at the closing part with shields up, and I do not care at all about how classy they might be. So Froslass is an underrated one that can definitely see the spotlight of Go Battle League a little bit more often if we can spread awareness. So liking this video and sharing with your friends can always help with that matter. So able to get there now with my Shadow Drapion, and you know what, I have two shields, they have none, so why not let that Shadow Drapion go down. Now get into the battle with my Froslass, able to farm a decent amount of energy. At the back they have a Stunfisk and a Registeel in a weird effort to try and catch one Avalanche. I was not gonna throw that early, and now we can get to the double Shadow Ball in order to bring that Reggie almost to no HP. However, they can still survive. At this point we got to block and respect the damage from the Zap Cannon, while my Powder Snows will do the remaining work. We can try and catch the move on our own Stunfisk, which is already dead at this point, but Pokemon never die, right? So it is already fainted at this point. Yeah, I saved that one, and we can go ahead and seal the neck since we have so much energy that we can definitely outspeed to the final Avalanche, and I believe that this catch in combination with the pure capabilities of my Froslass definitely gave my team the victory over there. Machamp might be the worst. Medicham is really bad for the lead, but still Machamp might be the worst because those Rock Slides in combination with me not having full coverage on my switch against Machamp is gonna be a very bad situation for my line. However, you can see that we can still pressure here with the Shadow Drapion, able to go ahead and do a lot of work up against them while they are not shielding at all, and that can be kinda problematic. They are gonna farm me down, which was not expected. I was hoping that I could finish them off right on time, but the Brine did a little bit more damage than I was expecting to do. So right here I'm just gonna go in with my Stunfisk and try to farm down. They know better. Machamp goes in, but at this point the Earthquake can go in, and it seems like that we got a cross chop here. Perhaps they were lagging, perhaps they did not see it correctly, and it seems like that I can definitely go down to that shield that I have, but they decide to let the Machamp go, and at this point it's all up to my Froslass here because I have to take at least the shield out of play. Perhaps we can finish them off. No, we cannot. So what did I say before? It's all up to the Froslass? No, it's all up to the Stunfisk, and we have to throw the move here because that Sylveon also has some energy and we're pretty low that we can basically fall to any move that they have. So Earthquake now for the victory. Can we do it? Yes, we can. We already got the spoiler from that mission being fulfilled on the down corner, right corner. So yeah, that happened. Anyways, Registeel in the next one. Obviously this is a very good lead for us, but guess what, Focus Blast can still hurt our Pokemon, and because they stay in, I want to go ahead and try to nuke them down with a potential Earthquake. The second one is coming up before they unleash their own Focus Blast, and it seems like they want to take it. So you know what, perhaps I need to shield as well. Whatever there is at the back must be weak up against my Pokemon, so I will try to preserve it for the end game, while I will throw my Shadow Drapion into play just to see how they want to react to that Pokemon, because Shadow Drapion is pretty tricky and we got a little bit of extra farm up against that Steel type. So Crunch now is gonna connect, I believe, to take out the Medi, which is pretty cool news for my Stunfisk, but at the back they have a Jellicent, and this Pokemon with the shield advantage can be deadly. So at this point we're just gonna take the move. Hopefully it's gonna be just a Surf, which we can survive, but the second one I'm not sure that we can do it. However, we still got the Nuke, the Earthquake, which they are gonna block. Are they gonna try and farm it down? It seems like it. So they have a lot of energy and perhaps I could go for the earlier switch out, but now I believe that they can definitely reach to the Shadow Ball and finish me off. So that was a very nice game for them, and yeah, down I go. Pretty well played to my opponent. Into the next one now, another fighter, this time on the face of the Medi, and you know what, this is much more manageable than the Machamp, so we're just gonna go in with our Shadow Drapion, and I believe that those crunches can be the key in this matchup. We will try to go ahead with another crunch, so at this point they can get out of here with a lot of energy, but with a shield disadvantage, 2 shields against 1, and of course we have now the Froslass. So they go for the Psychic, and that gives me some time to think, and I believe that I can definitely overfarm here before I throw, and this has to be just a power up punch, not gonna shield this one, and now they're gonna back out to their Azumarill. So Azumarill up against my Pokemon, I'm just gonna go with double Shadow Ball, and perhaps I can switch out now, but still I'm getting super low that I have to block the next move, and because they threw, I did not swap out at all. I can just go ahead and completely farm down the Azu. With this amount of energy, I'm afraid of basically nothing. It is gonna be the Trevenant, and down they go in one hit, and one more move, the Shadow Ball for the one-legged whatever Pokemon that is, and the fighter is out of the way. So Mobile with Fire Fang is another cool core breaker for my team. The Steel typing really helps up against and the Fairy typing up against my Shadow Drapion. The Fire Fangs can definitely destroy down both of my Stunfisk and the Froslass, so you can see as to why Mobile is a deadly option for my team. Able to get there now to the second Earthquake though. They are gonna go down with 2 shields, and of course they are gonna keep pressuring with that Mobile. I still have to respect the damage of the Play Rough, so here it is, and we got to go ahead and finish them off with an Aqua Tail, undercharging as well just in case something horrible happens and we want to farm a little bit of energy. They decide to follow my switch to the Altaria, and at this point we're gonna go down to those Sky attacks. I'm pretty sure they can outspeed me here before I farm them down, and I do not want that, so no risk here, just gonna reach to the Avalanche. Let's see what they have at the back, and knowing that the Mobile has survived with a little bit of HP, I'm pretty sure they will try to catch here, so that's why I was going for the overfarm, and Nidoking now stands no chance at all with my Avalanche being ready to go to be unleashed against that Nido, and that is gonna be a good game. Medicham once again another bad lead, and we have to switch out to our Drapion. This time the trainer is not gonna stay in, just gonna throw the Red Steel, and this is another hard check for my Shadow Drapion. Bad lead, bad switch, how are we gonna win this? Well, wait and see, because Red Steel here is gonna connect the Zap Cannon, I believe, so down we go, and we have to go in as soon as possible with my Galarian Stunfisk. They get to their move, and that is kinda weird because we can still survive, but still with a little bit of HP, and at this point we can easily destroy them down while I'm expecting the Medi to return, so no reason at all to stay in, and they have at the back the Pelipper. Let's get now to those Avalanches. We have to go ahead and finish them off as soon as possible, and I know that I have to take one Weather Ball at some point, and then perhaps I can farm down with one shield to be sacrificed. At this point, it's all up to my Froslass. We have a lot of energy, about 100, 1 for the shield and 1 for the potential knockout. Hopefully they shielded that Avalanche of mine. Now they throw, which is too late to apologize, and now my Shadow Ball is gonna connect for lethal damage against the Medi, and that is gonna be another great victory for my line. Pelipper up against my Galarian Stunfisk here, and of course we're gonna lose that battle eventually, so I'm just gonna sacrifice my Galarian Stunfisk because I can still bring it to a pretty low amount of HP while they can pressure as much as they want to, and to be honest I don't care about Stunfisk camping front. As you can see, most of the times I'm gonna keep those shields for the end game for my Froslass. However, here I decide to go for a weird switch. Don't do that, okay? You have to stay in and pressure a lot with those rock slides and then try to farm down with your Froslass. I decide to go in with my Froslass, which is a mistake, but anyways they decide to double block, and at this point I'm just gonna go ahead and block their move because I still have that shield advantage. they have none, and my Shadow Drapion can still be in a deadly position for that safe sweet spot. They go in with that Altaria, and good for me, I have charged up to a Rock Slide before switching out, so now they are pretty low. They get in with a Medi, and guess what, trainers? That's why you need Shadow Drapion on your roster instead of the regular one. You can still do so down certain matchups like Medicham, and look at that, able to get there now. 2 Microns, and Medicham is out of the way. We need one more Poison Sting to secure that victory, and we can definitely do that. Altaria is out of the way as well, and that is gonna be an amazing victory for that battle. Into the final one now with the Shadow Victory Bell, trainers, and we have the perfect safe swap. I'm not gonna stay in because whenever I see a Pokemon like Shadow Victory Bell, I know that they have at the back a Bastiodon, so here it is. And guess what? We got still Galarian Stunfisk into play. They think that they have the upper hand here, but to be honest, I'm expecting either a Sableye or a Medicham, or even something like a Deoxys as their third Pokemon. I do not remember what they have, but on any position, I believe that, on any occasion, I believe that my Froslass is gonna have the upper hand towards the end of the battle. So able to farm here, let's see what they have. It is gonna be their Medicham, and they cannot switch out yet, so at this point I'm just gonna go ahead and shield that move, whatever it is, not gonna risk it for the Biscuit and the Psychic. So here comes now the Avalanche, they have to block, and one more to finish off that Victory Bell. First though, we got to respect the damage from that Leaf Blade, and right after we're just gonna nuke them down and out of Go Battle League with that Avalanche, and we're looking at a pretty cool and hard-earned victory. So that's all, trainers, and I think that this team is gonna help you a lot in Go Battle League, so feel free to use it towards your expense. And I believe that Froslass is gonna just shake up the meta, especially against Noctowls and other flyers. And that is gonna be the end on an amazing and fantastic video in Go Battle League and Open Great League. That was a lot. Thank you for watching, trainers. Just be sure to leave a huge like before you go, subscribe to the channel if you already haven't, and if you want to support even more, well, joining as a member can always help with that matter. Thank you once again, and I hope to see you all into the next one. Take care, trainers.